The purpose of this video is to make sure that you understand every bear market lasts a significant amount of time shorter than every bull market. Every bear market posts minimal losses compared to the gains you see in bull markets. Every uptrend, every bull market lasts so much longer than every dip, every correction, every recession, every collapse, whatever you want to call it. So when the market start doing things like it's doing, you do not get scared. You do not panic sell. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Comment below if y'all got any questions or anything like that. The one thing that I always say when people first start investing, I always make sure I tell them to only invest the money that you absolutely do not even plan on thinking about touching for at least 5 years. Ideally, you want to give it 10, 15, 25, 30 plus years to grow. Because the market does come down sometimes. It goes up and down. You got times like this past week, also times like back in September that we talked about. The market will go into a correction. Some industries will go into a little bear market, that kind of stuff. Right now, we're seeing a pretty violent market rotation, something that I've been talking about in our group chat for weeks now. It's bound to happen. Historically, technology will lead the economy or lead the market out of a recession or whatever you want to call it. Then that next year, that following year, which would be 2021, those tech stocks are going to trade sideways or at a very minimal gain or even at a loss because the other industries have to catch up. You got things like oil, which did historically horrible in 2020. After such historically bad performances, oil tends to have historic gains the following year, 2021. So ideally, you set up your budget to invest X amount of money every single week, every month, whatever time frame you're on. You're going to give yourself Y amount of money to your savings. If a market correction, a market dip, a bear market, whatever you want to call it, if the market start falling and you start seeing stocks at a discount sitting at or below the 50-day moving average, the 200-day moving average, or even your cost basis has gone negative and you feel like you just want to strengthen your position, then you start dipping into that cash that you had saved for whatever rainy day, and you start adding to that X amount of money that you normally put in. So now it's X plus a portion of Y. So that Y for me is purely dedicated to the stock market because I have a stable job where my income I get paid. So that cash pile that I keep is for days like today, days like yesterday, last week when the market falling. When I structured my budget, I came up with a certain amount of money that I said, okay, this is how much I want to invest. I will be fine with an average of 12% gains on this amount of money for the next 30 years. So I'm gonna invest X amount of money, this much. Then I said, okay, I'm gonna save for car maintenance, house maintenance, whatever else. So I keep that money in a different bucket of money. Then I said, we'll call that bucket of money Z, variable Z. So now you got variable X is the money that's growing for 30 years, 12% average that I'm assuming. I'm okay with that. I'm better than okay with that. Now you got variable Z, which is my personal savings that I keep for emergencies that happen in life. Now you got variable Y that I also just kind of keep off to the side and say, do I want to go on a trip? Do I want to buy something? Do I want to save this for investing? So let's say all these bundles of things are in variable Y pot of money. If a market dip start coming, I'm not worried about no trip. I'm not worried about no pair of shoes. I don't even buy the stuff anyway. So it's like variable Y is almost 100% dedicated to the market anyway. So I just take variable Y, and I'll say 9 times out of 10 that money is going back into the market. Unless I find something cool that I want to do or find something fun that I want to buy or something like that, which is rare. So that's how my budget goes. So when market dips come like this, I don't really care. I just see this as buying opportunities. I invested like an extra 700 or something like that in this past week. Out of all that money that I invested, that 700 was actually just pure profit from option contracts that I had sold, and I was just sitting on the money. I didn't know what to do with it. So I haven't even dipped into my variable Y amount of money. So that's the kind of game that you play here. Don't panic sell. Do not buy on FOMO, fear of missing out. Do not buy on the uptrend of parabolic trends because they always come crashing down. Like I said in my other video, those people that was posting about GameStop, AMC, all these short squeezes, where are they now? What money are they making? Long-term investing always wins. Do not get scared. Do not panic sell. Buy on fundamentals. Don't go buy Lucid Motors and CCIV because they say they're going to compete with Tesla. I can fucking say I'm going to compete with Tesla. They just said they're going to have a Model 3 competitor in 2024, 2025. It's 2021. Tesla is building gigafactories, and you talking about 3-4 years from now, you're gonna have a car that's your big headline, a competitor. Sure, the stock might do good. I have no clue. I ain't buying it till I see something. Remember what happened last time when people was buying something and there was no product, just buying off speculation? Remember what happened? Yeah. Be wise with your investments. Stop chasing stuff. We don't chase women. We don't chase stocks. I'll holler at y'all.